Okay, so a little while ago, I said that I was gonna do. I did a video already on Man Bat, and a little while ago, I said I made the comment that I think he has changed the game for the better. Now, by saying that, I don't think it's some massive um, shift. Like he's not an unstoppable, overpowered character, but he's fun in the sense that if you have this disease function, which is a lot of what this video is going to be about. This disease function is so much fun. At least for me, I was a person who, or I'm a guy who likes to use bleeds a lot. So the disease function is so much fun, in my opinion. I'm trying to build a team here really quickly to see who I'm going to go with. I don't want it to go too fast, but um, actually, you know what? I'll do like this so that way you can see him quickly. He pairs really well with anybody who manipulates turn meter. Man bat that is. But this disease function is great. It's so much fun. And when Captain Atom first came out, I remember just dumping resources into him just because I wanted Captain Atom to be as powerful as he could be. However, disease for him was, two, and excuse me, and you only got that on his third, which basically would kill everybody anyway. So it wasn't really useful, quite frankly. The person was going to die most likely, so it wasn't useful. Then Man Bat comes out, and you see that he gives like 6 or 7 disease, and so it's great. I was really excited about him, and the disease function was everything I thought it would be, or at least as much fun as I thought it would be. What I didn't expect was how powerful Man Bat would end up being, and it was all based on one simple thing, which is really okay, which is his crit immunity. His crit immunity makes him an absolute pain in the ass to deal with. I'm attacking Alan Scott there because I want Donna Troy to do that. So hopefully, man. Oh nope. Of course he doesn't attack when it's my turn. But if I taunt Man Bat Solo there, then if he does attack. Anyway, so this is gonna kill her, and I don't want to kill her. This is the other fun part about disease, where basically, don't kill her. You're actually kind of hoping for other characters not to die so that you can keep using them to hurt other characters. Anyway, um, let's take him out. So yeah, I was attacking Alan Scott just because I didn't want him to die yet. And now he's dead. Um, when it came out that you were going to be able to put 6 or 7, then I was already excited. I already knew that it was going to be what I wanted it to be. Uh, and then it was even better. Now, the thing where he changed the game is the game was getting a bit boring, a bit predictable, and this disease function, especially with the amount of disease that he can lay down, um, just adds a whole new element and a whole new dimension. If he's on the opposite team, then you have to be careful. Just that plain and simple. And what's up with this? Donna Troy has disease now, and I don't know why. Anyway, disease as a whole new function, but as I was saying before, the thing that really made Man Bat incredible was this critical immunity. It makes him an absolute tank and just so hard to deal with. Um, and he's slow, so if you can get to him in time, then you have a chance. But with the critical immunity, it's so hard to knock him on his ass because I mean, I never realized how much, this is the one I'm talking about, the fourth ability. I never realized how much it mattered until you weren't able to do it. And now, like, the main ones that you would use to take care of him, because they can't crit on him, it's a nightmare. Go to this next fight really quickly. So then that creates a problem of, hey, when you're facing him, what do you do? So I'm interrupting here because when I was explaining this before, I was getting distracted by the game and I wasn't really being clear. But basically, when you're facing Man-Bat, so far it looks like you have two viable options in terms of protecting your entire team. And one of them is Wonder Woman POT, which is basically because she can remove debuffs from the entire team. However, if you have a taunter on that team or something like that, with the amount of debuffs, that amount of disease that Man-Bat will give you, it doesn't do much. She'll remove 3 or 4, but if you have 7, then that's still, a net negative for you. Now the problem with Hal Jordan is the fact that, okay, he gives you debuff immunity, but that debuff immunity only lasts 2 turns. Now Man-Bat is so slow that defensively, usually what happens with the AI is they attack you with the 3rd, then the 2nd, then the 1st. And his most powerful, or the most disease he gives, is on his 1st. Not to mention the fact that he's incredibly slow. So his first, you might have a character or 2 that's already gone twice before he gets his 1st turn, depending on how you build your team. And even if not, if you try to attack him because of the critical immunity, it's just so hard to take him out that he will most likely survive beyond what your beyond the debuff immunity that Hal Jordan gives you. So that creates another problem. If he's still around and he's already used his 2nd and his 3rd, who cares? His 1st is the one that's going to really cause the problems. So you have to take special precautions against him. And actually, in one podcast I was listening to, they brought up the Flash as a counter to Man-Bat, and basically the thought process there is Flash is not just fast, he's dumb fast. And his 2nd removes debuffs and also gives him debuff immunity. So you can attack Man-Bat several different times, and the fact that you're not getting critical hits doesn't matter so much, because you might get that 1 turn and then there's 2 out of turn attacks that he'll take, and then he'll have another turn that comes around before Man-Bat is at 20% of his turn meter, and you attack him again, and you attack him again, and you attack him again, and you keep removing debuffs, and you keep removing debuffs, so that you can take him out sometimes before his 1st turn, and hopefully at worst before his 2nd turn. And so that way it doesn't really affect you as much. It's just that with the Flash, you have to be careful because he can be squishy, or he is squishy. And if there's anybody else on that other side, while you're focusing on Man-Bat and trying to take him out, if there's anybody on that other side who can take out the Flash, then you're screwed. So I was also running a 60-10 Man-Bat with a lot of my 70-11 characters. And that is because even if he gets taken out relatively early, with the disease function, it doesn't discriminate. It doesn't matter your affinity, it doesn't matter what you do. Even when he's gone, the disease will just keep going and run through and destroy whole teams, to the point of where I actually, when you were avoiding Power Girl and you didn't want to deal with her, now I like having Power Girl, and I hope she gets death immunity, because I want her to be there at as low as possible, but spreading the disease and actually helping my team. So that is, let's see, how do I want to attack this team now? Oh, this would be a good position for, let's see, this may not feature Man-Bat so much, but we'll go this route. Mr. Freeze is a character I love. A lot of what he offers is just, he's also one of those incredibly slow characters. And then should I keep that as lead? Yeah, why not? Why not? Okay. Yeah, Mr. Freeze was designed supposedly to be an atrocitus stopper, but Mr. Freeze is so damn slow that not really useful, is it? Boom. And a lot of times they don't attack him unless he's taunting. And so any enraged player that taunts him, it sets off a little chain reaction. But see, now here's the situation. I have Power Girl with taunt and death immunity. I don't want her to lose that. I want her to keep that, both things. So I'm just gonna wait, let Hal Jordan shield himself, and now I attack Power Girl and give her the disease. And now if you look, every time she has a turn, which can be fairly often, oh, thank you for attacking her again, then she hurts her team each time. So it's literally like I'm playing with an extra character. And I still don't want her to go down. I still want her to keep that taunt. I still want her to keep that death immunity. Might serve to bite me in the ass in a little bit, but dang. So she still has a taunt. So now she's stacked with, I guess, I don't know, let me see, maybe I can look. So now she's stacked with how many disease? That is how much she has stacked on her. So now she's my friend. She just took out Robin. She just critically wounded Green Lantern. Now, because I was dicking around, I ended up getting screwed a little bit on that, but this was more just to show. More to have fun. And plus, on top of all this stuff, because of his critical immunity, it was really hard for her to take him out. She hit him several times. So, yep, that was a 1-star. Fine. On a 3/6 team, okay. But I think you see it and get the point. I love the disease function. It creates a new dimension that you have to account for. Playing against Man-Bat is a pain in the ass. It's a challenge, but I like that challenge. I enjoy it. And having him on your team, it changes how you even view taunters. If you're going against him in PvP, a lot of times you use a taunter in PvP, and now if he is on the other side, you really have to reconsider it, and a lot of times not go with a taunter. And like with Power Girl, she's perfect. This situation didn't really bear it out, but that's because I went with a different lineup. But Power Girl with death immunity. Now I'm playing with 5 characters instead of 4, because every time her turn comes around, she hurts her entire team if she has disease. So I do love Man-Bat. I do love the disease function. I think it's great. I love the disease debuff. It's absolutely fantastic. And now I'm curious how it's going to be used with other characters.